Your decision right now changes everything. If you came across this video, chances are you're at crossroads. One road feels very familiar. Your ego likes it because you've done it for a long time. It's safe, it's stable, but it's not fulfilling. You're bored, you're burnt out. The other path leads to freedom, purpose, but it's the unknown, which is freaking terrifying for the ego because the ego doesn't like change. And today we'll share 3 things that you need to know when you are at this crossroads. If you want to pick the exciting soul-aligned path, but it feels really scary and you don't know how to get there. If you don't take this path, nothing changes. You stay in the same cycle, waking up tired, feeling disconnected, trying to fill the void with things that don't last. And the longer you ignore that inner voice, the harder it gets to hear it. But the moment you decide, doors open you didn't even know existed. I've been at that crossroads and I picked the exciting, the soul-aligned path. And I now live my dream life. My full-time job is to just make spiritual videos for you guys. I only work 4 hours a week. I take 7 to 8 mini retirements throughout the year because I love traveling. My life now is so soul-aligned, but trust me, it wasn't always this way. I remember sitting in my bed in Stockholm back when I had an office job and I just couldn't get out. I tried to become a digital nomad, but I ran out of money, came back to Stockholm and got another job. And I was just sitting there soothing my anxiety with a tub of chocolate ice cream, thinking, is this it? Am I just gonna have to work 40-hour weeks for the rest of my life? Until I maybe make it to retirement age and then I'm too old to enjoy my freedom. And it was right there, sitting in my lonely studio in my Stockholm apartment, eating ice cream, that I had this realization. I decided then and there, I'm not going to abandon myself anymore. I'm choosing me. I'm choosing my soul's path, my purpose. And I handed in my notice and I quit my job the day after. And since then, and this was like 8 years ago, I've never had a job ever again. And it led me onto the path of my dream life. And one thing I've realized looking back is that the biggest obstacle is not lack of time, money, or talent, it's fear. Fear of failing, fear of judgment, fear of being seen. And that fear convinces you to play small, to wait for the perfect moment, and to keep your dreams on pause. But fear doesn't go away by waiting, it dissolves when you act. Point number 1 that you need to know when you're at these crossroads. Choose faith over fear. Every big decision comes down to this. Fear or faith? What will you choose? Right? You have the angel, you got the devil on your shoulder. Who are you going to listen to? Fear keeps you replaying worst case scenarios. Faith reminds you that you're guided, that there's a bigger plan at work. The moment you choose faith, things start aligning in ways you can't predict. I was terrified posting my first YouTube video. I just thought I didn't have what it takes to be a successful YouTuber. Why would people listen to me? So I deleted the video and waited years and years to actually get started as a YouTuber and take this seriously. But then I saw videos of the biggest YouTubers in the world reacting to their first YouTube video, and the old video was so cringe. They were all so bad. So I've realized, allow yourself to suck. Allow yourself to be bad when you're starting out. And then just keep going after your dream until the fear is gone. Perfectionism is procrastination in disguise. Just keep taking messy action towards your dream. So one little action step that I have for you now is to write down one fear that's keeping you stuck. And then next to it, write the faith-based truth. For example, fear, what if I fail? And faith, every step is leading me closer. Now let's affirm together. Write in the comments, I choose faith over fear. But faith alone is not enough, because if you're in the wrong energy, it will pull you right back where you started. Which leads us into point number 2 that you need to know now that you're on this crossroads, and that is to protect your environment. And what do I mean with that? Not only do you need to conquer your own mind and limiting beliefs, but you will be tested by the people and spaces around you. Some will support you, and others will project their fears onto you or be jealous of you and try to pull you down to their level. Because if they have not stepped into their power, into their dream life, they don't want you to have it, and they don't. That's how many people unfortunately think. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, you'll doubt yourself. But if you're surrounded by people on the same path, you will rise. So when I quit my job, I didn't have much support around me. I remember my dad calling me as I was walking down the street in Stockholm, asking, is it really a good idea for you to quit your job? Are you sure you want to quit this secure job for the unknown? So what I decided to do is I booked a one-way ticket to Asia. I went to Chiang Mai in Thailand for the Digital Nomad Summit. I wasn't a digital nomad yet, but I thought surrounding myself with digital nomads who had made it, who no longer rely on a job, would help inspire me. And being there made me so excited, and I realized this is possible. If they can do this, all these hundreds of people, then I can do it too. You are literally a result of the people you hang out with. So audit your environment. Who drains you? Who inspires you? Who lifts you up? Who is excited about you and your dreams? Choose to spend more time with the people who lift you up, and preferably find people who are already where you want to be, who are already living your dream life. So join meetups, Facebook groups, events. However, even with faith and the right people, there's one thing that will test your decision more than anything else, which leads us to point 3. Detach from the outcome. When you decide to step into your purpose, your ego wants guarantees. Money right away, instant validation, fast results. But your soul is playing the long game. The real magic happens when you stop obsessing over outcomes and commit to showing up anyways. A woman I used to hang out with before I moved, she really wanted to become an author. And she spent so much time writing her first book. She published it on Amazon, and then she got devastated that it didn't become a New York best-selling book. And she's like, I guess I'm not supposed to be an author. And then I told her, it's extremely unlikely that your first book would become a bestseller. And now that I have achieved my dream life, I can very easily spot like who is on the path towards your dream life and who is not. And what I realized it takes is consistency plus surrender. If you don't have those things, you will not step into your dream life until you do that. If you keep tying your worth to numbers, likes, or money, you'll quit before breakthrough happens. So stop checking the scoreboard every 2 minutes, plant the seeds, nurture them, and trust that they will grow. The outcome isn't your job, showing up is. And if you want to share your gifts as a spiritual influencer so that you don't have to work a 9 to 5, if that is your dream, then book a free business clarity call with us, link in the description. Because I know it can feel so overwhelming in the beginning of where to start, how to get views, and how to turn it into income. Look, this video didn't just appear randomly. You called it in. God is showing you a door, but you're the only one who can walk through it. Your decision here changes everything. Now, once you made your decision, you need the structure to make it come alive. So next up, watch my video, Best Business Models for Spiritual People, link somewhere in the video or in the description.